Let's go to LeetCode 3393. Count the paths with giving XOR value. For this question, it gives us a multiple by n grid, and each grid have a number, and also giving integer k. It asks, you say that you can only move, you are moving, staying at index 0, 0, and you are going to go to the bottom right cell n-1, n-1. And you can only move to the right or to down. That is, you can have I index increased by 1 or j index by 1. And you XOR all of the numbers in the path. So it asks the total number of the paths which have the result have from the 0 to n-1, n-1. The XOR result will be equal to k. And mod the result to be 10 to the power 9 plus 7. And the question tells us the number is in the range 16 and the k is in the 16. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So in the high bits, it will always be 0. So because the XOR, right, that is same, right? 1 XOR 1 equals 0, 0 XOR 0 equals 0, and 1 XOR 0 equals 1, right? So in order that XOR value to be have 1, they must have a 1 in one of the XOR side, left or right side, right? That means all the upper base will always be 0 because there is no 1 exists. So what we're thinking about is that we open an m multiplied by n multiplied by 16 array as a DP, right? So we know for XOR there is a property that is if A XOR B equals C, then we'll have A XOR C equals B, right? So why we have this property? Because we can have A XOR B, XOR B, XOR C equals C XOR B with both sides XOR B, XOR C, right? So we have this one that is 1, and exchange this to be 1. So we have A XOR C equals B. So for every cell, right, we have a DP I J, and we just iterate the XOR way from 0 to 16, right? And that is close, open. And trying to see, because for every IJ coming from upper cell or left cell, right? So the up cell, it is coming from DP I minus 1 J. And this kind of, for example, this is MV. Then this will be V XOR this grid I J, right? Because this one, we'll see this one XOR XOR G will be V, right? So on the in the same one, meanwhile, that is the DP I J minus 1 and V XOR G I J, right? So this part dpij v will be the sum of these two values. So what we do is that we just need to iterate every ij and iterate use for I equals 0 to m j I to j 0 to n and v from 0 to 16, right? Just summing the up cell and the left cell. In the end, what we just return is m minus 1, m minus 1, and 16, right? And the initial state is dp 0, 0, grid 0, 0. This is 1, right? Because this is exist have one scenario. So let's write code for this. Um, we need a have mod, so we need to have it final static int inf equals I mod equals. So what we do is that we need int m equals grid dot length and n equals grid 0 dot length, and we're going to have int dp equals new int m and 16, right? So we know dp 0 0 grid 0 0 equals 1, right? So what we do is that for every I int I equals to 0, I smaller than m, I plus plus, and for every int j equals to 0, j is smaller than n, j plus plus, then we're going to have for int v equals 0, v smaller than 16, v plus plus. So if I is greater than 0, then we have the possibility which coming from up, right? So we'll say dp I j v equals dp I j v plus dp I minus 1 j. So this will be v XOR grid I j, and we should have mod, right? So let's say if j is greater than 0, we should sum up those kind of left side possibilities, right? So we have dp I j v equals dp I j v plus dp I j minus 1, and this will be v XOR grid I j, and we should mod. In the end, what we need is to return dp m minus 1, n minus 1, and 16. Um, K, sorry, should be K, right? K. And let's write Python code as well. Python will have m n equals length grid and length grid 0. And we're going to have dp equals um should have dp equals, this one should have 3 brackets, right? So this one multiplied by 16. Uh, so this one should be 4. I for this in range n, then for this one in range m, right? We'll have dp 0 0 grid 0 then equals to 1, right? Then what we do is that for I in range m, for j in range n, then for v in range 16. What we do is that if this I is greater than 0, then we have dp I j v equals this kind of dp I J V plus dp I minus 1 J and V XOR grid I J. And we should have mod, right? And I will say if J is greater than 0, then we'll have we'll have dp I J V will be equal to, we should add up those kind of left side values, possibilities. So dp I J V plus dp I J minus 1 will also have a XOR read I J, and we should have mod, right? In the end, we should have mod here. Mod equals and in the end, we just need to return dp m minus 1, n minus 1, and k. We have a time complexity will be, we have I in a J loop in a V, so that m multiplied n multiplied 16. Space is also m multiplied n by 16.